Welcome back to the channel, and joining me in a video today on the road, which we have finally got steering wheel support on the console. How many months has this been going on? Too bloody long. The only thing is with this, I have had a play around with it on the other profile, just because I didn't want to mess any of this save up for my YouTube channel. But I did have trouble getting it to work. Initially when I got the update it worked fine, and then loading in now to do this video I just could not get it to work for some reason. It wouldn't work when it was originally, you know, when you plug it in to start with, when you switch your console on, it just wouldn't do that. The only way I got it to work is to turn everything on and then plug it in, which I don't like doing. I don't really like plugging things into the console once it's already on. But it's the only way I could get it to work. But yeah, we finally got it. There, I will show you. Let me just get in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a short trip with this. I'm going to load these two containers up. Are we locked on now? What are we doing? No, wrong one. We have to do one of these things, don't we? They're still not moving, but that one is. So in theory, that should be secured on there. Right, let's get back in. As you can see, we have got steering wheel support now. I am using the Thrustmaster Ferrari Spyder race wheel. Is it a 535 or 585? I don't know. But that's what I'm using. Couldn't configure anything. It was already configured. So, what I'm going to do, I'll just show you, where are we? Is it my options? Now I said I was messing around with it before, just to see, because it reset all the settings, and it's done it again now actually. This is what I had it on, 10 on the steering speed, 10 on the steering release speed. I turned the dampening off, everything else was off. That's how I've got it. That's how I found it easier, because of the dampening on. It just was so slow, you couldn't control it properly. But I find it, for me, might not be for everybody, but in case anyone wants to know, that is what I'm using now for my steering. So that's that. My paddles on my race wheel, on my indicators, my Y button on the wheel is my flashing my headlights. X button is handbrake. The B button is the horn, and the A button, like on the controller, to get in and out. Now I am still using my controller as well, because I prefer it. I don't mind it. I like it like this, so you can actually look around. I've still got like a thumb pad where I can look up and down, left and right. Not up and down, obviously it's just straighten your view, and down on that. It's the same as actually on your controller, where you can go and put all this through. So I'm just going to put the card in. I'm in that truck where you don't know what am I doing now. Oh, rest period. Let's do that again. They still haven't fixed this. There is still some bugs in this, and I must admit it did freeze 2 or 3 times for me since this update. So is that giving me 9 hours? Yes, it has. Right, I'm going to put my lights up. I'm going to turn that. What have I just done? Oh, my seat adjustment. That's changed as well. This is the thing. It kind of keeps resetting what you've just done, which is a little bit frustrating. So I'm just going to push that back a little bit. But like I said, it did freeze about 3 or 4 times, 2, 3, 4 times for me while I was playing this. So it was a little bit annoying. I want to go down a bit, I think. Right, let's leave it at that. I wanted to turn that sat nav off. Let's get the ignition going. Right, now let's see how this goes now. Turn all that off. The only thing is you can't change your brakes. It's just like on your controller where you you know, right trigger is your accelerator and left trigger is your brake and reverse. Exactly the same on my race wheel. As far as I know, there is no manual, and I do believe my handbrake was on. So, like I said, they've got the wheels working. Let me know in the comments if you're still waiting, or if you just can't get yours to work and what you're using. I said mine at the moment seems okay. I'm quite impressed, to be honest with you, with the actual wheel. I was just a bit dubious whether my race wheel would actually work with this, but I'm quite chuffed it does. So like I said, and I just use my controller to look around. I can still steer with my controller as well as use my wheel. Right, let's get rid of that off there. I wish that one could be turned off when your driver's finished a route or something, where you can turn that popping up. So I said I prefer to drive this without that on. I just like to use the sat nav in the dash. Now, when I was messing around on my other profile, I did notice there was less brakes. I did notice there was a little less traffic on the road. Now, whether that's just a coincidence or not, I don't know. But the AI to me hasn't changed still. It still wasn't giving you enough room to pull out. I was messing around to try and do it on purpose. But like I said, I did notice there was very little traffic on the road now. Whether it was just like I said, where I was at the time, there was nothing around, I don't know. But just have a mess around here and just see what happens. I said, look, at the moment the speed for the truck going uphill is still the same. It still gets sluggish. To me, it's not too much of an issue because it's a bit more realistic, but it's when it goes really, really slow, I think it's just being overdone. So it still needs adjusting on that, and like I said, the AI still hasn't been touched. But as you can see, there's hardly any traffic. So whether they've just taken traffic out, I honestly don't know. I've got to get used to this braking as well with my left foot. Right. X. I've just got to remember it's the same controls really as the controller on my wheel. But I am really chuffed that this wheel is working on here. I did notice on the comments on a Facebook page of Fabian for On The Road, some people had said that, you know, they've deleted it, or you know, it's taken this long and stuff isn't working. And I noticed someone else mentioned that their game had been crashing or freezing, which again, that's like, you would have thought they would have like tested it a bit better to make sure things like that didn't happen. But I was expecting like this, the tacho's not, you can't see it. I would have thought they would have fixed all stuff like that, but they don't seem to have. I don't know. I know they were working on it, and I'm glad they got the wheel support, because we've been waiting for that for a long time, because it is ridiculous having a driving simulating game when you've got no wheel support. It is a bit ridiculous, but they've still got to, before they start working on, like I said, they've showed us these new vehicles, and I am quite looking forward to them. But in all honesty, just leave the vehicles alone and get this working properly. Get this fixed so you can see your tacho and all the other issues you've got on this as well. Just get that fixed first before you start introducing more stuff. I just don't see the point in it. And it's just like, you know, I don't want to pay for any DLC, not on this game. And if it's anything to go by with, like, oh, what do they call it? Tourist bus. I did notice there was some postings on there from Fabian about that, and there's quite a few people mentioning the price of the DLC. Yeah, I think it was like £20 for me, or $20.99 or something like that. It's absolutely ridiculous price, and unless it has changed, I don't know. But I got the understanding he said it was reduced or something from what it was on PC by about €5 or something. Well, I just don't understand how you can justify charging that sort of money for that. It's just greed. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to charge anything for anything on this. I do remember at the beginning now you said there'd be no other maps. They're just going to try and look at adding like little towns or villages as you're driving through places, make it a bit more interesting. But going back to this wheel support, I am liking this. It is so much better to play, I'm thinking. So yeah, but look, it is slowing down. I don't mind that as long as it doesn't virtually come to a standstill, because that's just a bit too unrealistic. But I've noticed as well, I don't know if you can hear it now, my sound of the engine, it comes and goes. That's been doing it since the last update, not this one for the steering wheel, but since the update before. It's been the sounds come and gone quite often. It is a bit weird. But if you've got a different wheel, like I said, I've got no thumbsticks or anything like that on this wheel. This is the Ferrari Spyder from Thrustmaster. So I'm quite happy to use the controller as well. It's how I was playing Truck Driver. I think it's how I used it when I was messing around on SnowRunner. I'm quite happy with this. But if you've got a different wheel, does it all work for you? Have you had any issues? Does it work when you plug it in? I mean, I know one game, I can't think what it was now, where, whoa, pay attention. Yeah, I've got to get used to this a bit. I don't know if I need to adjust my steering in the options again. I don't know. How I'm moving my wheel now is pretty much how it's showing on screen. Just a little bit twitchy, not too bad. Don't know. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying now. You know, I get distracted. What I'm going to do, I'm going to crack on with this. I just wanted to show you we have now wheel support. I'm on the Series X for anyone who's new to the channel, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Give the videos a like and a share. I want to try and get to 1,000 subs as soon as I possibly can. I might give myself a date for like end of the year, but I think I'm up to something like 848, 849, something like that at the moment, which is brilliant. So I appreciate to everyone new subscribed to the channel, and if you want to leave comments and what have you, I do try and answer all comments that I see as soon as I see them. Might not get an instant reply, you might get a reply a day late, but you know, it's when I see them. I do work, so I'm just not sat here playing games, which would be nice if I could, but I'll probably get bored of that as well. So I'm going to catch up with you when I get to the drop-off point, and but if anything happens along the way, like it freezes, like I said, it's happened before on my other profile when I was messing around, but so far, fingers crossed, we've been okay. Oh, I thought something was going to happen then. It seemed a bit non-responsive then. No, I think it might have just been me. Yep, I'll get back to you when I'm near the drop-off point. So, back in a sec. Right, we're here. My game so far, I'm going to jinx it, hasn't frozen. Everything seemed to work fine. The steering's been fine. It's been so much easier. Just got to remember the buttons actually on the wheel. This looks different, or unless it's because I haven't been here before. Should there be a building there? I don't know. But yeah, the sound keeps coming and going still. But as for the wheel, yeah, my wheel is working fine. Thrustmaster Ferrari Spyder race wheel. That's what I'm using. Like, so there's no configuration. You can't change anything. Y button on my wheel does the flashing. What was it? The X button, the blue button, does the brake, handbrake, horn for the B button, and to get out you just press the A button, just like you do on the controller. Right, we're here, so let's get out, and right, we're going to do this now. To disconnect these, and then that one, and then that should be done. Got no deductions. Wow, that must be a first for me. No damage. I am surprised. I thought I might have had some damage, but there you go. That's that one done. So that's the Series X with wheel support. It is working. Oh, wrong one. Let's have a look on here. Yeah, my money still seems to be fine. We've only gone, where did we go? Dortmund, I think from Dortmund to here. So it wasn't a very long journey. But yeah, I just think, personally, I just think they have taken some traffic off the road, because it doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic on the road at the moment. So whether they know they haven't been able to do anything with the AI, or just haven't bothered with the AI and their solution is let's just remove the AI, I'm wondering if it's something to do with that, because the AI to me, when I had played around on my other profile with it, it didn't give you the space to pull out still. But that's when you have to find the traffic and put yourself in its way to see what would happen. But yeah, I think they've removed AI out of the game. So I mean, it still needs a lot of work doing to it. I think it still needs a lot of things fixing. But wheel support, that's what we've been moaning about. That's what I've been moaning about, and it is finally here. And for me, it seems to be working. Just actually getting the wheel to work with the game at the start is, I don't know. I don't understand why it doesn't always do it. Like I said, it worked fine before. The only way I could get it to do it is to have my console switched on and then plug it in, which is a big no-no in my book. You're not supposed to have these things switched on and plug things in and out, as far as I'm concerned. That's when these things can, you know, you can blow something. So let me know what you think in the comments of the wheel support, if you've got it. If you haven't got a wheel, will you be looking at getting a wheel now this has got support in it? But let me know in the comments what wheels you're using. Are they working fine? Are you happy with it? And I'll see you again in another video shortly. So oh, and anyone who's got to the end of this video as well, I did notice Alaskan Truck Simulator. I know it's nothing to do with this game, but if you've managed to make it to the end, I just thought I'd just mention that I did notice apparently it's coming to Steam. I think it's just like a beta or trial version for people on PC, because it is going to come to PC first. So by the sound of it, it's coming soon to PC, and it'll be shortly after it's coming to console. I'm going to guess, and it is a guess, if they get it to PC, say, I don't know, by the end of summer or summertime, I'm just guessing now, I'm probably thinking we won't get it on console until either Christmas time or probably beginning of next year. That's my guess. Don't take me for that, I could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm guessing at the moment. So, but if you're new to the channel, don't forget, like, subscribe, click the notification bell. If you want to leave a comment, please do, and I'll see you again shortly. So take care. Bye bye.